Hello Capricorn, thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. For the supportive oracle cards, the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Relationships we'll do first, single second, and the oracle cards will pull up as needed. Okay. Okay. No, we might have more after, we'll see. Now, what we're starting with, Capricorn, we got Four of Swords on your side, and your partner has the Seven of Wands. So I feel like you're kind of not saying, I don't know, something's up here and you're not saying something. That's my first impression. I almost feel like you're trying to hold still and trying to wait for the situation to pass by, trying to wait it out. And the card above here for your partner, the Seven of Wands, I feel like as you're doing that, there's feeling like they're overcoming the situation and it's going to their benefit. This seems to be holding the situation back, though, and I'm wondering why that seems to be the situation. Because as it keeps going forward, and I don't know, I feel like this might be... Okay, these kind of go together, they're telling me. You not really talking, kind of holding still, trying to wait it out, but the Tower is happening. So things are breaking down. Your partner, I feel like their opposite energy of this is just feeling like they're overcoming the obstacles, and they're kind of succeeding while you're going through this, while you're having this Tower moment, but trying to just hold still and let it pass. Like if you just hold still and let it pass on by, it won't be that big of a deal. And I'm getting also the Knight of Wands, like this is kind of the progression. While you're still going through that, your partner goes from like overcoming, feeling like they're going to make it through, overcoming the obstacles, going to the actual moving forward with the situation. And I get that energy kind of amps up a little more as you keep going. This is your partner's side. They first have the Knight of Wands, then it goes into the Three of Wands. So they're moving forward and then they actually take flight. It's like the run. It's like the run and then they jump into the air. That's kind of what it feels like. Meanwhile, your energy here is the Eight of Swords. You're kind of stuck watching this happen. I feel like you're still trying to hold still, maybe just trying to weather it through. Like you're just weathering out the storm, trying to let it pass. Yet your partner keeps having this positive attitude, or feels like they're overcoming the obstacles, taking that run and jump and just going forward. Now, this is interesting in the sense of like, in the first part here, your partner seems to be moving forward. They have this idea, they're overcoming this situation, they're moving forward, and they're taking flight on what they're moving forward with. It's almost like they start off with this idea, like there's going to be a way to get through this, I'm going to make it through this, I'm going to succeed. They pull the plan together and start taking action on it to make it happen. Like it's almost like the planning stage, and then it actually takes flight. It's almost like the knight is actually planning the siege in a sense. It's like moving forward with the plans, like putting everything together and then taking flight and making it happen. Which seems a little odd for those cards, the way they're coming through to me. But it's the bird in flight here that I'm really noticing. Because I feel like this is getting everything set to take that bird on a flight, and then it's actually taking the bird onto flight. Onto flight, into flight. Okay, they're like, yes, put that down. Okay, so your partner is very optimistic through this whole thing. Star card. Thinks everything's going to be great. You've got the Two of Wands, I'm noticing. You know, it's kind of feeling bound to what's already happening. I still feel like you're having this patient, slow response, like you're trying to get through the situation. Is that right? Yeah. What is, it feels like there should be something else going on here, especially where I see where this is going. Because the situation, it's calling for more planning. And I don't think your partner is really getting that, but you might be. And I think one of the reasons you're feeling the Tower here is because it's going too fast. And you're realizing that it's almost like it's building a tower really, really fast, and things are not settling long enough. Even if you're doing it the right way, it's in like the schematics about this goes there, that goes there. It's not having enough time to settle, so it's kind of falling apart because it doesn't have enough time to really settle. So I feel like it's going too fast. That's one of the reasons I feel like you're trying to hold on and weather the storm, because you realize your partner is going way too fast with this, and it needs time to settle in. It needs time to germinate, if you will. And you're kind of like, I know this isn't going to work out the first time through because this takes time, but you're also realizing you can't really slow your partner down. They have a mind of their own on this situation, so you're kind of like holding on and trying to weather it out. Now, I got two cards here. You've got the Two of Swords where you're I feel like you're kind of looking at the situation, you're holding back a little bit. I'm getting, so this whole side, at least up to this point, I'm getting you're holding back. You're holding back, you're trying to work through, you're trying to weather it through. I just feel like you're looking at the situation like your partner has certain ideals and they're full force ahead. It's just kind of they're revved right up to go, and it's almost like if you try to slow them down, you're going to end up stopping them, and that's not the goal here either. Things do need to move forward. They're just going too fast, but if you try to slow them down, you're afraid they're going to stop. So that seems to be an issue here. Face down, I'm noticing that within the next few months. Now, the fact that this is face down, a lot of times when I get face down cards, there's a hidden aspect to it. And I'm feeling like in this situation, you're not really sure about how long this is going to take, but at the rate they're going, you're knowing that's way too fast. I'm seeing that this moment where you're kind of holding back and trying to weather it through, that's going to hold on for a few months, according to this card. But I'm also seeing, as you're holding on and weathering it through, the Page of Pentacles is on your partner's side. I feel like they keep going forward, and they keep pushing forward, and even though things don't have enough time to settle, they're fixing things as they go, and they just keep picking up pieces and keep pushing forward. Which is interesting, because I'm getting on their side Five of Cups, which seems to be helping them. It's almost like you build 5, 3 fall down, so you take the 2 that are still left and you build 5 more, so then you have 9, 4 stay, so then you rebuild again, you end up with, what, 11? No. 4 and 5 is, no. I don't know, I'm doing this wrong. But whatever. It's slowly building, but there's a lot of error due to timing, there's a lot of error due to just misconnection. But they keep going, I feel like they keep going forward, even though, like, I feel like you're looking at it and you're seeing there's a lot of wasted effort. Even though there's progress, there's also a lot of wasted effort just because it's being pushed too fast. But again, I feel like you're afraid if you slow it down, it's going to stop, and you don't want it to stop, so you're just kind of dealing with it. I'm also noticing the Five of Cups comes in with the Romance card with your partner, which I feel like you're supporting them, because you're seeing that overall there is progress. Yeah, there's a lot of wasted energy. There's a lot of wasted effort because, like I said, you build 5, you lose 3. So you build 5 more, you lose 3, and then you have this. But this time you have 4 solidly standing. So you build 5 more, you have 9. You lose 3, you have 6. You build 5 more, you have 11. You lose 3, you have 8. You know what I mean? It is progressing, kind of like that. And you got the Knight of Cups on your side. You're supporting your partner, and I feel like even though there's a lot of loss and there's a lot of wasted effort, I feel like they're thriving through your support. They love that you are backing them on this, and it's just keeping them going with the situation. And again, I feel like the whole reason that you're not negating anything is because I feel like you're looking at it like, if I negate it, this could just end up stopping dead, just done. And this should progress. This should progress forward. I want this to progress forward, so I'm just going to keep supporting my partner. And you know what? Even though there's a lot of wasted effort, there still is definitely solid progress here, and we're just going to have to build from there. It's a very interesting reading, because I feel like that's what this whole thing's about. Your partner is just trying to overcome obstacles, pushing forward, pushing too fast, but very, like, and they keep doing this, and if it goes over months, like according to this card, it keeps going for months. And I feel like you're looking at it like, I did not expect it to last this long the way it's going. But it's like every time, like if you go through it 4 or 5 times, there's so much that stays that your partner doesn't want to lose that, so they're keep motivated to keep going, because they do make some progress, but even though there's some wasted effort there, they're seeing the progress and they're living through that and they're enjoying that. They're enjoying the love they're feeling from you, so it's kind of keeping it going. It's interesting, because I don't think, especially with that card face down within the few months, I feel like the length that this is going, how long this is lasting, it might be shocking to you. But it's fine. I mean, I understand how you're handling it. I feel like the whole point of this is to realize how long this is going to go, and how much your partner is just like thriving off of how much you support them and how much they love that. Like, I feel it feels like it's a really good feeling. That's why they keep going. Like, they're very happy, and you love them too, so it's good. So I don't feel like it's a bad situation. It's just how it is at the moment. Realizing how long it's going to go on, I feel that's key. All right, let's go on to Capricorn singles. Singles, Capricorn singles. Bust these cards and remember the Holy Spirit for the truth to flow through in a way easily understand is easily understandable. Messages for Capricorn singles, empowering information to help them understand what's going on, to give them insights and strength, to help them move forward in life the way they want to see what they need to see, to make a situation easier or more enjoyable for them. Alright, I'm going to double right off the bat. And there's another double. Ooh. Capricorn singles. I am going to do a couple oracle cards. So, I'm getting definitely, you got the Lover's card here in your future. So that's really good for a love reading. I bless these cards to match up with these already put down, to enhance or give any encouragement or empowering. I got it. I was going to pull some, they're like, no, leave it there. Alright, so you're starting with the Page of Cups. That's the beginning of a love relationship, and like you're building feelings here. You're getting things going forward. You're feeling like this is a good idea. The charge is already there. You're feeling the feelings that you need to move this forward. You want to make this more. Okay. The Nine of Cups. You're looking here and you see a lot of possibility. I feel like you have a lot of options, but there's one in particular that you want, and you're looking to go forward with that, and it looks like you're going to get what you want. That's in your thoughts. It looks like you're going to get what you want is in your thoughts. And I'm not negating that. I'm just saying that's where you're standing to start this. Now, I don't know if this is good or bad yet. We're going to have to keep going forward to find out. There's Three of Cups and opportunity in the environment. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm getting like the environment is conducive for what you want, but there might be more of a playful attitude here, more of a philanderer? I don't know. The word is not coming out of my face. I I don't know. I don't know if that's like a committed energy there to one person, if that's where I'm going. I don't know. I feel like the person you're interested in might like a few other people all at the same time. I feel like there's a very playful attitude here. I don't know if it's bad. I just don't know if you're aware of it. Now, I'm getting the 7 of Pentacles at the bottom here for where this is all coming from. And I feel like this is somebody that you've wanted to start something before. I got the 2 of Swords trumping the Ace of Wands. I feel like you were close to starting something before with this person, but something came forward that gave you some indecision here. And I'm feeling like this opportunity 3 of Cups feeling here. Like this person, I feel like they like to be a little bit more free. I'm getting kind of like the open relationship feel here. It's kind of what I'm getting. Which definitely take it with a grain of salt. It's a general read, but I'm feeling that's what I'm getting here. That's what this person seems to be. That's what I'm connecting with, like an open relationship type feel here. And I feel like that might have stopped you in your tracks previously, but as it keeps coming forward, I'm noticing you have the Magician and the Star, and you have the Justice. These are all major arcana cards. And the next one coming in is another major arcana card in the future. It's the Lovers. You've got hope. You've got making things that you want. It's manifesting things. You got hope. You have manifesting, and you have things working out the way you want it to. The Justice. I do see this working out the way you want it to at the moment. I feel like you're pulling it forward. You're getting what you want. Justice makes me feel like you're getting what you want. Like everything seems to be in line with what you want. Everybody's on the same page. And that's for this moment. But I am getting a strong fire energy here with the 3 of Wands, which I feel like this is, like this person, I feel like they're very playful. Whoever this person is, I feel like they're very playful. And I don't know about being tied down. I don't know how strong. Like, I'm not sure if that's really something this person wants. Almost like life is a banquet and you want to taste everything. One of those things. One of those situations. Which, you know, to each his own. I just don't know when it comes to a relationship for you if that's what you're really happy with. So, it is the 3 of Wands. This is things moving forward. This is sometimes change of residence. This is sometimes moving in with each other. Which I feel that would be kind of strange, but it could be, but there's definite movement forward. The Star card, the Magician, the Justice, the 3 of Wands. Where you went stagnant before and decided to hold off, you are now moving forward and taking flight with this and getting what you want. You have been thinking about this for a while, though. 7 of Pentacles. It's like you've been working on this. You've been getting to know this person a little more. You may have stopped short the first time, but you didn't give up. You didn't like just throw in the towel. You stopped short, but then you kept like looking because you did want to move forward, but I feel like this playful attitude kind of, you know, stopped you in your tracks, and then you were just kind of in a holding pattern to see what's actually happening and how far do you want to go with that. So you got the Lovers card in the future. I do feel like this relationship happens. Who you're interested in, who you stopped short with earlier, but you've recently decided you want to go forward with, things are going your way, the Lovers card happens. There's a great union here. There's a lot of passion. I'm also noticing, though, you have the 6 of Pentacles, and you also have the Chariot, another major arcana card here. I'm getting all these major arcana cards here. You have this is the 5th one in this row, and they're all clumped together, so I almost feel like this is going to happen. Like this is meant to happen. It kind of feels like a life lesson. Because especially when I look at this heart, it looks like a button to me because there's an X right in the middle of that heart. I don't know if you can see that. And then the 6 of Pentacles. This is very giving, very charitable. I feel like both sides are really trying to make this work. The passion seems to be there very easily for both sides. But who you are compared to who the other person is, I feel like one or the other, or maybe a little bit of both, are kind of like giving in to their normal desires, like giving in. What word do I want to use? Like resisting their normal desires and trying to adhere to a relationship due to the passion and love between the two of you. You both might be giving in a little bit, like giving a little slack and allowing the other person a little more leeway than you normally would, or vice versa. Or you're kind of restricting yourself from something that you normally wouldn't. I feel like that's mostly on their side. They might be restricting themselves because of the love for this situation, doing their best to adhere to the rules of the relationship, which may not be easy in the long run. Because as we go forward, I'm noticing here at the end, and just so you know, this says a year from now, so this is like where it seems to be where this is going to end up. In the year from now card, it doesn't have to mean a literal year. It just means like a long time. It's a good amount of time. It could be 8 months. It could be a year and a half. It could be 5 years. It's not usually. It's usually like between 8 months to like a year and a half usually that I've seen. But that being said, this is where this seems to be ending up. For some of you, maybe it will go 5 years. Because I see the 4 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. And I feel like this is how the two of you end up matching up. One of you, and I feel like it's the other one, the other person feels very restricted. And I feel like they might be giving into some of their normal habits, but trying to keep it a secret because they want the relationship to continue. I feel like you might be aware of some of these infidelities, but you're kind of keeping it to yourself, and you're trying to allow it, you're trying to let it go. Knowing who this person was beforehand and you're seeing it come forward again. I feel like the two of you, how this matches, it becomes a stress point in the future. I feel like natural habits, natural ways, and it's funny because even this card can be more about they may not be doing anything that they shouldn't be, but the urge is growing, and they're trying to pretend it's not happening. They might be putting out a little bull, like they don't want that, like it's a past tense thing, but they're feeling it, and it's growing. Their pattern that they seem to be ignoring, it's growing, and it's getting stronger, and it seems to be edging at them. It feels like it's a matter of time. It's very heavy for this person is what I'm feeling. They're trying to adhere to the rules of the relationship, but it's getting hard. And I feel like you might be aware of this, and you might see the wandering eye, because I feel like that's where this is going. And you're trying not to acknowledge it, because you want to pretend like it's not really an issue, or you're not seeing anything actually happening, so you're just trying to not cause a stress point, but you are aware of it. It's funny, because I feel like you're trying to not cause a stress point, but it already is a stress point. So I feel like the whole point of this is the person you're getting involved with, the passion is there. It feels like it's going to happen one way or another. The passion is so strong, and you're going forward. But I'm feeling like the problems from the past will repeat. They will come back around, and they're going to have to be dealt with. It's just a question whether there's a way to work this out where you can both be happy, or if it's going to be a slow drag to the end. But I feel like the whole point of this reading is to be aware of this and start thinking of it now. Is there a way to work this out so you can both be happy? Truly happy. Okay? Alright, I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.